Hey, what is going on, guys? Welcome to Dano Crypto. Welcome to the live stream. So yes, you read the title correctly. I was banned again. Again, guys, I was banned again. But obviously, it's not from YouTube. You see me right now. I was banned from x.com, and for reasons being, I will explain. But I'll give you a little backstory, but first I want you guys to smash up the like button, and we're gonna get into a lot of different things on this particular live stream. We're gonna get into BTC price. We are going to get into the news about what Elizabeth Warren and Jamie Dimon said about crypto, and luckily. So I can still view the accounts on x.com, on Twitter, but I can't respond to anything. I'm completely suspended, and I can show you guys in just a second. Let me know if everything sounds okay. Right. Just making sure all my stuff is good. All right, so we are going to look at the altcoins. We're going to look at the overall market real quick. So awesome. So Optimism is finally seeing some traction. I think Optimism has been one of the lagging altcoins of all of the things that have been ripping recently, like, you know, Solana. And so now I think now that Optimism is getting some traction, Arbitrum is getting some traction. I hope you guys are feeling well. It is Thursday. I have been banned on x.com for reasons that I haven't explained just yet, but I will. But if you are in the Web3 space and you are in NFTs, you probably already know why I was suspended. But if you care to guess, please put it in the chat. Please put it in the chat. All right, let me see. I'm going to pop out the chat, actually. Let's pop out the chat. And please smash up the like button. It helps get people in the stream. With over 1,300 subscribers, I should have some people popping in here shortly. All right, so what's interesting about Optimism is, you know, it's layer 2 Ethereum, and you use Ethereum for transaction fees, and Arbitrum, it's the same. You still use ETH for transaction fees. You don't use these actual tokens for the, you know, for gas fees. So it's totally different than what, say, like ADA. You would use ADA for gas fees. You would use Sol for Sol network gas, and but what's different with the Polygon chain, you know, you actually use Matic for the gas instead of it being like a wrapped Ethereum. So it's just really interesting that it went that direction. Why, you know, they didn't use to have Optimism as a gas token, or Optimism as a gas token. But that's, I don't know. Besides the point, the reason why they exist is it's, you know, for easier programmable, you know, transferability, bridging tokens, just having different liquidity, you know, different stacks for different Web3 projects. But really, the thing that's been getting so much attention is Solana. So Solana has been doing fantastic recently, just overall in the market space for altcoins. And as you can see, for Solana, it's still, even though it's moved up so much in price, it's actually about to crush $70 really right now as we speak on this stream live. So Solana, we have been in a Solana trade since $35, but we've taken profits on the way up. You know, we definitely could have been way more heavy into Solana. You know, but the thing is you know, I felt that Solana was going to have way more of a cool off and maybe even go back into the $30 ranges, but it just hasn't stopped. It just keeps going. You know, so right now it's sitting at $69.70, and you could see that, you know, we had a bear dip, and now we're bull diving. But this is on the 1 minute, so we go to 5 minute. We can even say that we're about to, and I think the reason why we're getting close to this $70 is, I called this in a previous video, is that if we start getting past this price range here, and we crush past $59, then we could turn that into we can turn that into support from these levels in the past. So you look here, and you can go in and see that the price is sitting currently at these levels to possibly skyrocket Solana into the $215 range. So we obviously, you know, it took some stepping. You know, it was kind of a stepstone, but I mean, it went up a good portion. It went up a good 200% from the price range that it is right now, sitting at $69. So what time frame did it take to do that? Up here, I mean, 17. I mean, it took you know, less than a month. You know, it took half a month. You know, 15 days. It's amazing. It's amazing how coins can run like that, and especially if you stick to the trade, you stay in the trade, you catch it when it has, when you have confirmation that it is on a breakout. And you can see, though, it looks similar movements here, but we're just in a different market. We're in a market that requires Solana, and we're in a market that is not ETH based dominant. And I'm starting to believe that myself, in terms of being able to get transactions fast. You can do gaming on Solana. You can do a lot of things in the Solana ecosystem, and I think we're just going to keep diving in. I think as on this channel, and personally, I think I'm going to really start to possibly, you know, DCA more into Solana and start building up a big Solana bag, and then using that Solana to go into the native tokens on the ecosystem. You know, like all like the DEXs, and you know, you got Radium, you got Orca, you know, there's all these things that I've known about for a long time that I just really haven't really pulled the trigger on. And sometimes, you know, you end up, you know, what I guess Jay Gordon, I like what he says, you know, being a Jeffrey. You know, sometimes we're all Jeffreys. You know, we don't go heavy and go into a full-blown strategy to be able to execute. Sometimes we pull a Jeffrey card and we will stare at stuff. You know, we'll poke at it. You know, or we'll get into the wrong things. We'll flip-flop too many times, and a lot of the times, you know, if you did your research and you know you found something cool, then sometimes that could be the play. But I want to know what you guys think. I want to know what you guys think in the chat. All right, so we're going to get into what Mr. Jamie Dimon here, what he thinks about crypto.
I've always been deeply opposed to crypto, Bitcoin, etc.
Look at her face. She's like, go ahead, say what I want you to say, and what we know is the agreement that we're gonna smash crypto here. So let's do it.
Always been deeply opposed to crypto, Bitcoin, etc. You pointed out the only true use case.
And look at her little
drug traffickers, anti-money laundering, tax avoidance, and that is a use case. because it is somewhat anonymous, not fully, and because you can move money instantaneously, and because it doesn't go through, as you mentioned, all these systems have built up over many years, know your customer, sanctions, OFAC, they can bypass all of that. If I was the government, I'd close it down.
Oh.
I'm sure you would love to close down the thing that is threatening your entire existence. Of course you would. Of course you would, Jamie Dimon. All right, so we got another one. All right, so this is Elizabeth Warren trying to block crypto. Oh my God. And then here she is.
I'm so curious what was going through your mind when you heard Jamie Dimon's response.
Look, when Jamie Dimon and I are in exactly the same place, it's because we have a serious problem in this country.
It's because we have had multiple meetings together behind doors with also Gary Gensler, and we have planned out a full agenda to make crypto the enemy, while we know, as the scam artists of the Federal Reserve Ponzi scheme, the henchmen of the Federal Reserve Ponzi scheme, are going to enact our executive agenda 666, and we're going to completely try and gaslight and destroy the crypto industry, so the middle class can be destroyed, so the poor people can stay poor, and the rich can stay rich.
And that is a part of the financial system is being used by terrorists, by drug traffickers, by rogue nations in order to launder money, move money through the system and finance their illegal activities. But keep in mind on this one, it wasn't just...
So when you notice and when you really watch someone like Elizabeth Warren and you listen to their language, you listen to their body language, you listen to how they talk and how she laughs. Watch how she laughs when she says this particular thing.
Is being used by terrorists, by drug traffickers, by
drug traffickers. When people have to talk like that and they can't just talk with straight conviction, and if that's what they believe and that's what they're saying is true, then they'll be able to say it without having to do this weird speak. It's strange.
Nations in order to launder money, move money through the system and finance their illegal activities. But keep in mind on this one, it wasn't just Jamie Dimon. We had a long table with the CEOs of all of the largest banks in this country. And when I asked the question, should the rules that apply to their banks, and by the way, also apply to stockbrokers and gold traders and credit card companies and credit unions and all the other financial transactors, should those same rules to deal with drug trafficking and terrorism financing and rogue nation financing, should the same rules be put in place? Every single one of them said, absolutely. So what this tells me is it's time for Congress to act.
Let me ask you, beyond Congress acting, there's a big question mark over whether the SEC is going to act on whether, for example, a Bitcoin ETF will ultimately get approved, which would expand access for Americans all over the country, potentially, to invest in Bitcoin. You've probably watched the price of Bitcoin has risen quite materially, even in the past several months, in large part on the back of that expectation. You know Gary Gensler.
Did you see the list that they put up? I love the list. They put up Bitcoin, they put up Ethereum, Solana, XRP, Dogecoin.
That expectation, you know Gary Gensler very well. Do you have any expectation that something like that would take place, and would you support it?
So I don't want to speculate on what the SEC is doing here. I really want to draw an important distinction, and that is the SEC principally is talking about regulation, the kind of monitoring the platforms, the markets, make sure that there's adequate consumer protection, an issue that is built into the DNA of the SEC. It's an important thing to do. It's absolutely something they should do. What I'm talking about is the law enforcement aspect of this. It's not over at the regulatory agencies. What I'm talking about is the part of the system that makes sure that banks are not being used for terrorist financing, for example. You know, we have something called the bank secret.
See, I feel like it's so interesting when they talk like this, because they don't point out the fact that so much of our tax dollars go to, and trillions of it go to war financing, defense contracts, and just all kinds of stuff that it just goes into these money funnels that we don't even realize what it goes into. And it also pays their salaries. So it's so crazy that they want to pin crypto as a scapegoat for the system that they're in, that they know is failing and is changing as well. It's very, very interesting. All right, so let's look and see if Solana, did Solana go to $70? Did we collapse a pane? What happened here? Did we just oh, I think we gotta move it up. There we go. Oh, I don't know what happened. Yeah, I lost the trading. I lost my chart. There we go. All right, so we're at 69.82. So we might be crushing $70 right now. Man, it makes me regret not actually jumping into more Solana on the lows on these retracements here. Could have bought right here, multiple times you could bought. But let's look at our overall account right now, overall trades. So what we got into recently, we actually got back into Grok, and we made a juicy trade earlier today, actually, right in the morning. What's interesting, I'll tell you. So what we did last night, we actually went into Grok. I watched it go to 100%, and I didn't take any profit. But what I did is I had it at a stop loss. I said, all right, I'm gonna go to bed, and I'm just gonna leave this thing, and I'm gonna see what happens. I set a take profit kind of high, so it was questionable if it was gonna hit it or not. But woke up, and the stop loss was triggered. So what I did is I waited. Okay, so I waited to the price for it to go below my original entry, and I was able to catch this run right before it happened, which was amazing. It's so awesome when that actually plays out, and you can really time it properly in terms of being able to get something like this. And I'll show you. So right here you can see I was able to entry in at 1 cent, 1322, and then sell at 2 different points up at the top of this candle. Yes, it is super awesome when that happens, Mr. David. Yeah, it's great when you can actually get it, when you can actually time it, and you can get that entry right there, and you see the confirmation. You can see that just a little bit of a bullish uptrend, and you can really catch it. So it was great. It was a nice, like, easy, clean, easy $300 scalp trade that was made in an hour on the way to driving to work, which is great because some people have to work like a good 2 days or 3 days to get $300. So it's good to make that in an hour. $300 for an hour, that's not too bad. So what I'm trying to do is build up, and guys, I'm starting this. I've been mentioning this because I've been trying to challenge myself. It's kind of this challenge, a running challenge on Dano Crypto. I've turned $30 into over $2,000. I started with $30, and I wanted to see how far I could get that $30, that original $30, and I have completely surpassed it because I've taken profits on these trades like multiple times, got into different trades. And it's not to say that I haven't lost money or have been stopped out. I've definitely had trades that got liquidated, but I've been able to still keep my account. And a lot of it, it's most of it is unrealized profits, and then you have your margin, and then you have also what what you're actually pulling out. So right now I actually have, you know, a good couple $100 that I've just have sitting on the side. Yeah, my page. So Mr. David, that is in the chat. So my Twitter X account got suspended, and I will tell you guys why. So I haven't told you why now. So now I'll tell you why. So my Twitter account was suspended because there is a person called Ben.eth, and if you guys are familiar with Ben.eth and all the things that he was affiliated with, you know, he's had some questionable things. He's had really questionable things, and now this one is the icing on the cake for me. Is he started this NFT project called Blitz, and it came with a kind of an affiliate badge. If you bought the NFT, you get an affiliate badge, and you get engulfed into the community and engagement. And so something went wrong with their particular affiliate badge account, which is under the name Blitz. So if you go to Blitz, it's probably not going to pop up. It's like, welcome to Blitz, because the account was either probably deleted or something like that. But yeah, so now you probably can't even find it. Let me see, and if I go to Ben, yeah, just a lot of these accounts, it's like so hard to find it now. But yeah, so if you try and look for it, these badges, they were linked with an NFT. So if you bought the NFT, you get linked with a badge. So yeah, so it's crazy. So what ended up happening is that the account that had the affiliate badge, it got suspended for whatever reason, violating terms of service, and every single account that had the badge got suspended as well. So it's a big bummer. It's a big bummer. It's been kind of causing a little bit
emotional damage,
and yeah, it's just been like, and I just want to say, Ben, like, why?
Why are you gay?
Why?
Why are you gay?
Why are you gay?
Who says I'm gay?
You are gay.
But man, so I've appealed it. I have appealed it, and I will say that the X support sucks. There's really not a clear like path or like time frame or whenever you can get a response from an actual human. Like, I feel like it's just all automated, and it's just not. And obviously, there's 1,500 accounts got suspended yesterday. It all happened all at the same time. It was just kind of like a hammer drop. It was just like a big old hammer drop on everyone. It was pretty nasty. It's a big old one of these. Yeah, it was pretty bad. It's pretty freaking bad. So if you would like to help, if you would like to support Dano Crypto, if you'd like to support to get my channel, my X account back, please tag at Dano Crypto 904 and the X support team and ask for them to give my account back, because I think it's bullshit. I've had this account since 2010. I've had it for a long time, and I'm not a spammer or a scammer. I just post my content. I post pictures of memes, funny Michael Saylor stuff, icing his boner. Michael Saylor icing his painful 72-hour erection. Oh man, I hope you guys are doing well. But yeah, for real, on a serious note, I hope I can get the channel. I hope I can get the page back, because the other thing that's really kind of effed up about it is that if I try and make another account, they'll just ban that one too. So because I'm verified, like I obviously verified with my phone number. I got my information on here, and you know, it's just it's kind of crazy because I really like X. I support it. I've been trying to use it as one of my main platforms to stream on, and I eventually want to get monetized, and I always post very friendly things about Elon Musk, and you know, I just, yeah, it's just come on Papa Elon, give me my give me my page back. It's crazy. I have to operate, you know, with X as a crypto person. It's just you have to have X, you know? You have to have Twitter. It's like I'm being banned from like the entire news of the world. It's like, come on. But luckily I can still get on here and, you know, get some stuff. I can still at least get the stuff that I built up. But can't like anything. I think I can get into spaces. But is that blocked from me? I don't know. But all right, so let's get into what I did recently. I'll tell you what I did. So I swapped some of my chain link that I had sitting on the Arbitrum ecosystem, and I swapped it into GameSwift. And you want to know why? Is because I saw that GameSwift you can have on Arbitrum. You can actually have GameSwift on Arbitrum. And so when I see things like that, I see potential where it can do some interesting things, especially when you got something low market cap, 26 million. Now, what is GameSwift? Something I'm checking out. You know, recently. Shout out to people watching. So GameSwift is one of those gaming launch like dashboards. There's the GSwift token. You can stake it. So Lineage, if you guys remember Lineage, you got Lineage 2 here. MMO, RPG, Star Conflict, Rise of Kingdoms. These are the most played games. So this is the narrative, guys. This is what is going to be huge. Is like you got to find the ones that are gonna actually work and play well. Here you can set up a profile. Let's see what other mechanisms you got in here in the actual dashboard. Oh, this is a bridge. Okay. So normally when you got a bridge, sometimes a lot of these projects are like either have their own chain. So like with like Vulcan Forge, you know, they have a chain. I believe it's the Elysium chain, and that you can bridge over, you know, your PYR tokens and your lava tokens and stuff like that. So the whole, yeah. And so here you go. So like you can bridge from Arbitrum to the Lania mainnet. What else? Scroll, ZK Era, Base, Polygon. So that's cool. Yeah. So, okay. So GameSwift community, you can do, so you got bridge. Oh, so they have a swap. You can do some swapping. You can do burn. So it's got a whole ecosystem in here. GSwift is officially listed on Uniswap. So that's good. So if we go to GameSwift and we see the actual, go to the DEX and go to the volume. The volume's not bad, so it's getting over 500,000. And that's in the Uniswap. So yes, man, I haven't heard much about SushiSwap. I haven't heard crap about SushiSwap. You guys even use SushiSwap? I don't use SushiSwap. I use Uniswap still. I think Uniswap and QuickSwap. QuickSwap I really like for Polygon. And there's something that I want to get into when it comes to all these different like ecosystems, native tokens. Here's a really cool ecosystem map. This is the Cardano ecosystem map. And by the way, shout out to the people watching from wherever you are, and let's see, we got 4 likes, and I think we can get more likes than that, guys. We can get more likes than that. You can smash it up. Share this on x.com with the message, give Dano Crypto his account back. That would be amazing, guys. If you could do that, that would be amazing. All right, so let's get back to the ecosystem map. So we got DEXs, decentralized exchanges. We got multiple wallets, education. We have infrastructure, DeFi, lending and borrowing. We have the launch pads. We have marketplaces. We have identity and data, payments and stable coins, like, you know, Cody. We have tools and explorers, developer tools, social. We got metaverse stuff, cornucopias, gaming, Cardano Warriors, got Drunken Dragon Games. I mean, let's check this out. Thank you. Hey, so shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. Thank you so much. If you've posted anything on x.com for me in support to get my I keep saying my channel back, but my page back, that be greatly appreciated. Thank you so much. It's greatly appreciated.
Thank you for your patronage. Thank you for your patronage.
Yo, shout out to Army Piper in the chat. Yo, what is going on? What is going on? Thank you. Yeah, I hope I get it back too. I hope I get back to you, my friend. Yeah, we gotta get you. I can't remember. Was it you that had the podcast or the channel? I can't exactly. I have to look at your channel. Yeah, because we met through the BitLab Academy. Yeah, I'm all around, all over. Yeah, I know. I feel like that too sometimes. You know, when you're in crypto and you do live streaming, you do content, you just kind of pop into each person's live stream. You kind of get some shout outs. You know, it's very much almost feels very almost like the comedy camaraderie, like with comedians. You know, crypto people are like that as well. You know, when I went to the BTC Miami convention, it felt very like that, and the people that I was able to run into, and you know, I met Altcoin Daily guys. You know, I talked briefly to like the big player influencers, and it was just yeah, it was a cool experience, and you know, made me feel welcome and like I deserve to be there, you know, with all the big boys. Sometimes you have to feel like that, because sometimes you can feel a little small, you know, and you gotta feel big. You gotta feel empowered. I hope you guys feel like that too. You know, you guys gotta feel like that. Life sometimes will it'll give you some tests, man. But you have to you gotta push through and know that God is on your side. You have your guardian angels helping you. That's something I need to remember during times where things are getting like the grind, and you're just like, things are coming at you, boom boom, and you gotta like. But I think, and sometimes you might feel alone. You're like, oh my God, like I really wish I could have some help or some, you know. And I know, I sense that there's forces that are helping me along, and I know that forces are helping you guys along as well. So trust in the process and know that you are loved, and that whatever you're working towards, you guys can accomplish it, and know that I am praying for you just as well. So let's see what Drunken Dragon Games looks like in the ADA gaming ecosystem. And shout out to the people in the chat. Glad you guys are here. Thanks for your support. Okay, looks like we had a render error. Let's see if we can do this again. Oh, bro, yeah, thanks. Yeah, thanks for dropping in. Thanks for dropping in, Piper. Have a good vacation. All right, so the people in the chat, so David said, God is in control. Even when we're wondering where he is, he's always right there and right on time, even when we think he's late. Amen to that, brother. Yeah, I always have to remind myself that, and it's funny. I get constant reminders because I'm actually, so my full-time job and what I've done for years, I'm a musician, I'm a performer, but, I also do tech and I do technical director, audio-visual work. So I'm a technical director at a Episcopal church. And so I get the constant reminders all the time, but even being in the environment, I can sometimes forget, especially when things get very sometimes groundhoggy and, things can get kind of crazy. But yeah, just trying to trust in the process and be more vocal about trusting God and the energy in the process, and not fall into the negativity. And yeah. All right, so this page is taking forever to load. I don't know what is going on. This thing is just having some issues. But right now, let's while that's trying to load, let's look at the markets. Let's see if all right, so Grok, let's see what Grok is doing. Grok is trying to push. All right, Grok has got a bullish divergence happening right here on the 5-minute, and we are pushing from the low of 154 of a 1 cent 145 here, and we have pushed up into the 1570, and it looks like we could be pushing up towards the level here. We got a level here at 1599, and we do have a little bit of volume. We got a flip on the MACD here with the moving averages here. You see where it crossed and flipped here. We had a nice move up. So if we crossed here and we have a bullish divergence on the RSI here, we could be moving up more, but potentially more to the upside. So could we wait and see if we are going to go down into more of a level of here where we catch the wick, possibly you could get an entry right in here, and then ride it back up into hitting, say you look that area right here, you got one right here, you got one right here, 2 wicks that the price could smack back into. And this is looking on the 1 minute. So you go on the 5, I like going between the 5 minute, 4 hour, you look at the 4 hour, you can get the big data, see how much it's ran up, see how far it went down, and see if it has the potential to make that next leg up. And so because Grok is a new coin, we're really basically just seeing price discovery here. And so price discovery could come in when people decide, hey, Grok seems like what people are putting their money into right now. It is the number 2 looked at coin according to coin metrics on altcoins. Grok is in that list. BONK is in that list. I would imagine, Solana is definitely Jesus coin. That's getting some major traction right now. This is just in terms of the meme coin plays and the things that are just kind of, you know, not really tied to any type of utility. All right, so yeah, we're actually, yeah, so we could be pushing up into here. So right now we are in a 30x long on Grok. We've already taken profits. We've taken some profits on this. I wanted to keep some of it in, see where it goes, let it ride. I think Grok has a potential to get into the 5-cent range. We get in the 5-cent range. It was already pushed up as high as getting into the 3-cent range. So, where could it go? Where could it go? Time will tell. But we are... Oh, so Solana... Oh, Solana is at $71. Oh my gosh, guys. So, man, it just makes me think, why am I not going heavy into Solana right now? Why am I not going heavy? And we just crushed 70, and now we're pushing into 71, and we're just getting major buy pressure right now. I mean, we're like almost at like 80% buys right now. This is insane, guys. Solana is just crushing it. Solana is doing absolutely amazing right now. Wow. And it shows, I mean, we'll see if it just keeps crushing. It's amazing. Thank you guys so much for watching. All right, so just to get into a little bit of news and to remind you guys that X, even though I am banned from X, they are getting licensed for payments processing in dozens of US states. What do you think that means? That means we are going to see some crazy things happening with oh, dude, I might do. Oh, don't FOMO. Oh, I know. Trust me, I've learned my lesson. I ain't FOMOing shit. I ain't FOMOing nothing. I felt so much FOMO at points that like now I'm cool, calm, and collected. But yeah, Solana pumps when ETH dips. Yeah, it's interesting. Yeah, so ETH was pumping today. You know, ETH was doing very well. We look at ETH. And I need to take off this halving. Okay, so yeah, ETH is doing very well. If you think about on the daily, I mean from 1500, I mean we've been just on this really nice uptrend, and you could say that ETH still could run. It's not really, yeah. ETH has a big potential to go on a run because it's kind of been lagging a little bit. Like it really hasn't made as much progress as what like BTC, because like BTC's just kind of had the dominance. Obviously, like, you know, it's kind of the show right now. BTC is stealing the show. And but what we could see here though is if we look at previous price points, we go into this data here. And we got support right here at 23,000 at 2,300, where we could push up into that 3,000 range here. And I want to look at this pattern. Let's bring it back. We could be pinched. I mean, we were pinched. We're pinched, squeezed. Look at this. It's so tight. And this is in the daily here, but even if we go 4 hour, we're still pinched really tight. But I think we could be seeing... It's interesting. I wasn't expecting to look at ETH. I was going to look at Dogecoin. But now we're looking at ETH. But the thing is like, yes, ETH, it's not going to make you life-changing gains. But you still can take opportunities to get into something when it starts to move, where you see that it's been kind of lagging behind. And that's kind of what I feel when we were just looking at the things on Morales Money. You look at these coins like Optimism and Arbitrum. If you DCA into something like Optimism, you get these movements of every couple weeks. It moves a good 10%, 25%. It just starts getting up there. Starts to get like really good in the price discovery ranges where could it go. Then DCA and into stuff like this, like these altcoins would not be a bad idea. I have some Optimism. I only bought like a small, tiny little portion of it, but that tiny little portion of it is up 25%. So, and if you look at where Optimism went, it went up to as high as $3.31, and I think when it launched, I'm not sure where it launched. Some really weird data on the. Yeah, it's so weird. I don't know what this candle is. I don't know what the hell that is. Some interesting. All right, so let's see. All right, so people in the chat, I've got 5 longs going right now. We got Pith, ETH, most profitable at the moment for me today. Pith and ETH. Okay, yeah. So I've been looking at the Pith network, and haven't really analyzed it too much myself. Let's see if we can find it on here. Let's go to... Man, yeah, Bonk. Look, 30% on Bonk. Where's... Alright, so let's go. We'll just type it in. Is that the right one? Here, we'll just go to... Let's see if we can put it in here. We'll go Pith. We'll do OKX. We'll check it on OKX. Alright, so since it is a new, let's go to the 4 hour, and yeah, this is one of the another network that could go in. It's just price discovery. New coin. I mean, it could just, here's the where it started. Somewhere around here. Yeah, I mean, if you, on the 3, you look at the, let's look at the hour. I mean, yeah, I could just keep, I mean, just, is the how's the volume looking? Maybe we go, we'll see what the volume's looking like on CoinMarketCap. I've been in my cold garage, the DGen garage, and I've had this heater blasting on my legs. But I think I'm toasty warm now. All right, so let's see. Okay, so on Qcoin is where we're having the most let's see where we're having the most volume. Okay, the most volume we're having on Pith is OKX and BYBIT. And then we got Jupiter for USDC, and that is on Jupiter is a swap DEX for Solana, and so is Orca. Orca, honestly, guys, I'm gonna do some DCA in live. I think I'm gonna do some DCA in live. Let's see. How many people we got? We got 2 people hanging on. We got 5 likes. Okay, so if you haven't smashed the like, if you haven't shared this on x.com, and you haven't shared this with your people, please do so. Shout out to everyone who has stuck with me from the beginning, from the middle, and from the present. I really Really do appreciate it. So, I've been wanting to do some, and I really do. I really appreciate it. Been trying to use some sound bites. Yeah, I gotta get some. I gotta get it together. I gotta get it right. But yeah, so on this live stream, guys, we're gonna DCA. We're gonna do some transactions. We're gonna send some transactions from one of our accounts into a wallet, so then we can buy some tokens, just spot. You know, because you don't always have to leverage trade everything. You know, you gotta hold a bag. You gotta hold some bags. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm gonna send $100 into my Phantom wallet, and I'm gonna pick up some Orca. Why am I gonna pick up some Orca? Because if I'm gonna catch an all-time high with something, I really wanted to run. This thing went as high as $18. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18. I mean, we could get a good movement on this. We could get a good clean 10-15x on Orca if we start pushing into massive, especially when Solana really starts to push it. That's why I feel like Orca is, I mean, right now, Orca on the month is up 72%. So if you're already DCAing, so we are going to do that. So you're leveraged on Femex Orca. Which token? All right. All right, guys. So I want to show you. Some medieval empires. Been building up this village, getting my army squared away. This game is really fun, guys. Medieval empires, powered with the Me token on Polygon. So let's see. Huh. Yeah, you can train new heroes. Like, you have your hero, who's your main guy, and then you can choose like a swordsman, a horseman, and you know, archer. So what you have to do is you have to level up different portions of your village. And as it's doing that, go out and you check out the map. We got some familiar faces in here. We got Mr. M, we got Carl, got Alexa Crypto, we got Andy, Crypto Kid. Crypto Kid's catching up with Carl. So is Mr. M. All right, so right now I'm not sure why. I think we might have to close the game. It's supposed to have been like up and running for a little bit. So maybe we have to, let's go back in. Go back out. So there's supposed to be some enemies around. There's supposed to be things happening. All right. All right, we're gonna close that out. We'll probably just reload it. So something that, speaking of crypto gaming, you know, I've tested out Vulcanverse, which is a land-based MMO where you actually you have, it's like a grid map metaverse based system, land-based system, and you can go in and forge. You have there's a whole type of ecosystem all in this particular Vulcanverse game, and the land prices are actually really expensive. So if you snag the land at certain points, I mean, you could. It's just crazy how much these digital land prices are going for in these particular games. It's just crazy. But the thing that I did though is that you're able to rent land for free, and so you can go in and test out certain portions of the game where people have these land, and it can either be in like in a snowy area, different different portions of the map. So I will test that out on, I don't know if I'll test it out right now on this particular live stream. Just want to give you guys just a kind of a little sample of the medieval empires, but and also we're gonna get back onto actually DCAing and buying a little bag of Orca, just a little bag. And then you got things like radium too. So let's see. Has the most volume right now on Orca. Oh yeah, so I forgot that. Yeah, Orca is on Coinbase, so that's why I think a lot of times, you know, we could see Orca do very well. All right, so we're actually gonna go on the Orca swap site, and we are going to okay. Man, Solana, $72, just insane. It's insane, guys. And I have a Solana trade open. Guys. So, you know, it's not like I'm not making money. It's, you know, that's the thing. That's why I'm not feeling crazy FOMO right now. I could be making more money, yes, but I'm making money. So that's the most important thing, is that I'm not on the sidelines. I'm making moves. I'm getting into altcoins. I'm making sure I have good positions open for when we see a really good run. But the thing that I have to remember is that the market could very, very well take a turn for the worst and go down, and all of this liquidity and these unrealized profits will be unrealized. They'll be very unrealized. So what I have to do is make sure that I am actively taking profits and protecting, my positions. And so I think me doing this right now, taking this $100 and putting it into something that I'm going to hold in DCA would be a smart play for me, is to know that it's not going to get traded away. It's not going to get liquidated or whatever. It's like that's a form of me protecting it. And so that's what we're going to do. So we're going to take, so what we do, we're going to transfer 100 USDT out of the margin account. And then we're going to go into the withdraw. And so all you have to do, it's very easy. But first though, before we withdraw, we actually want to go to spot, because I've noticed that if you just send just the straight Solana on the Solana network, it's like, it's immediate. It's so fast. So we're gonna take that $100. And maybe when I'm sending the Solana, it goes to like $75, and then my $100 of Solana will, because I'm not sending it in a stable coin. So if I'm not sending it in a stable coin, in the 2 seconds that it gets to the wallet, will it have went up $1 or $2? We will see. Let's test it. Let's see what happens. Okay, so we're gonna buy some SOL. Okay, we got some SOL. So now we go to our spot wallet. We are going to take that SOL. We're gonna withdraw it. On the Solana network, and I'm gonna go to my Phantom wallet, and we are going to, do the whole copy address thing. So I want to deposit some of this SOL, so we're going to copy that address. We're going to paste it here. I want to send all of it. Get my verification codes. All right, so we are swapping into Orca live right now, guys. Okay. Hope you guys are feeling well. All right, so we have sent it. We're gonna see how fast it gets in the account. Okay. We are going to see how fast this thing gets into the account. We just sent it. We just sent it. Okay. And as we speak, we might actually end up going past $72 as the transaction is going through to a wallet. Money moves and runs, and it starts to pick up things as it goes. Like change. Like cents. Solana running. All right, let's see. All right, so it should be popping in the wallet right about. Oh, it's gonna get in there. Boom, in there. That quick. That's Solana. I don't think any other network can do it that fast. It's really, I mean, it's truly amazing, because this is what you want. Because then if you want to be able to make moves, you gotta be able to do it fast sometimes. All right, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go back now. We're gonna go to Orca. We're gonna go, it's gonna see that we do have our Solana in the wallet, and we are going to well, first we're gonna do something, because this thing has lost its mind. For some reason. All right, guys, I might be disconnected for 2 seconds, but we're back. Okay, we are back. Not gonna deal with this damn nonsense. All right, so we're going to sell some SOL for some Orca. And I think we should do the whole balance. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Max, half? Should I do half? Should I do half and then go into something like maybe, I don't know, I've been hearing about this SNEC. What's an altcoin? What's an altcoin that we can do on the Solana ecosystem native? How about this? We'll just do half for now. We'll just do half for now and then we'll see. We'll run it. We're going to approve it in the wallet. And then this, it's not on an exchange. It's on my wallet. I hold it. I hold the keys. All right, so now we have some Orca. And now let's see if we can pull up this oh, so we have Bonk. We got Bonk, so we got to check out this Bonk. I've been hearing about this Bonk. Let's look at this Bonk coin. Maybe we'll be DGen and we'll put some money in Bonk right now. Where I'm not. There we go. Okay, so let's see what's happening here. Let's see. Should we go into bonk? Should we bonk right now? I mean, the thing is going wild, and the volume right now is 115%. Let's see. Biggest volumes on is on Orca right now. Whoa! All right, done. Done, son. All right, let's be DGen. Let's be DGen, guys. Let's make sure this contract is the correct contract, and that's how you do it. And we are going to we're gonna go half. And then let's see what happens to this $100 that we put into this wallet in the next week. How's that? We got to retry. We took too long. Timed out because it has to get the right network price. It has to get the right price. It has to get everything, and it really does. Orca does a good job. But we might have to redo it. Still might have to redo it. Okay, there we go. Let's see if that works. There we go. All right, boom. All right, so now we have a little bit of bonk in the portfolio. So now see what happens. So it was that fast, guys. That's what DeFi is. It's that fast. And in DeFi, we're gonna really this bull run try and experiment with doing more liquidity farming and staking. You know, I didn't do enough of that, I think, in previous years. So I think it's due time. Because for instance, you know, you can there's this GTO USDC pool. Got all these different ones providing yield, but you have to worry about losing those profits though at the same time. Shout out to the people that have been watching the stream. Shout out to the supporters for helping in any way get my Twitter, my X account back. Really do appreciate it. And let's see what old Bitcoin is doing. Let's see what Bitcoin's doing right now. All right. Bitcoin is at 43,400. Capo thinks if we lose 43,000, we're going to 12K. I don't know about that. Don't know about that. 32K. Can see that. I can get down with 32K. Let's see, we have a BTC trade open, collecting more BTC. We are getting more BTC. Do you buy the dip? Do you buy the dip? As you can see here, I sold some Bitcoin right here. Where else have I sold? Shout out to IRS in the chat. Shout out to the IRS. Noob. Guys, do you think we're going to get back into these levels for the DXY dollar? Are we going to see MicroStrategy just go insane? I think so. MicroStrategy and Coinbase stock is what I am looking at. Coinbase Global, Inc., NASDAQ. I'm putting this on the Bitcoin halving, and let's look at it. Now, I want to look at this. Now this is going to be really, really interesting. This is going to be really, really, really juicy, guys. So, my two stock picks are going to be very simple. I'm not in the stock market at all besides my, retirement, 401k, whatever, pension stuff. But I'm just going to keep it real simple with the stock market. Keep it real simple. MicroStrategy, Coinbase. That's it. And I'm doing that. Those are my two plays. I'm doing Coinbase and I'm doing MicroStrategy. And I'm going to acquire, hopefully as much as I can, before the fourth halving. And there's a clear answer to why. So if you look at MicroStrategy stock, when they started acquiring and implementing the Bitcoin strategy here, kabam! I mean, that thing went soaring. I mean, the thing went insane. insane. I mean, just like completely to the point where it had Yoda.
Crush my cock with a rock, I must. Maximum pain I must endure. Okay, here we go.
All right, so guys, it's crazy. This like it would just go insane. It just went insane. So this is what I'm predicting for Coinbase, and for the fact that the Coinbase is the biggest custodian for all of these companies getting into the Bitcoin ETF. And if we go and if we look at the Bitcoin ETF filing chart, we got some deadlines coming up, and they're all coming up and they're hitting in January. So we are just literally just about a month or two away from these ETFs being approved. I think one of the tickers for iShares Bitcoin Trust was registered just recently, and pretty sure, yeah, update. No, that was from September 16th, blah, blah, blah. Okay, yeah, so if we look, Bitcoin ETF filing chart, let's see, it's like ticker. Yeah. It was one of the accounts that was showing that they actually had the ticker registered. But either way, it's good stuff. All right, so let's go to Morales Money real quick, and let's check on what is being bought up on Ethereum right now. Let's go 60%, 60 DEX score. Want the buy pressure all the way up to the top. We got we got some Sasquatch. Let's see if we recognize anything in here. We have Grok. We got Prime, Alluvium, Yearn Finance. All right, let's look. Let's tighten this up. Go to 90. So I've been seeing this inboard Ape Yacht Club token a lot in this list recently. Haven't dived into it just yet, but I've seen Alluvium in here. Alluvium, I feel like, is just, even though it's like doubled in price recently, I think Alluvium still has a chance to go really high. There's so many different things going on in Alluvium. It's just like, it's multiple different things. It's got like 4 different games, whole ecosystem, lots of stuff. Chainlink. Oh yeah, that was the other one that was the other altcoin that we definitely are just heavy DCAing into. And then so STG is another one, you know, which is a Polygon protocol for bridging, for staking. There's pools, there's all kinds of stuff you can do with Stargate token, Stargate Finance. It's definitely one of the altcoin picks, one that I would like to DCA into a little bit more. All right, so we gotta claim the beans. Always claim your beans. Shout out to Ivan and the Morales Money team. Quick swap. Could always get more quick swap. There's old, quick swap, new. You're probably gonna want to buy quick swap new, but I'm not telling you what to buy. Don't listen to me. I do have a disclaimer in the description. I'm not a financial advisor. I am merely a crypto entertainer. All right, 43,500 Bitcoin. Solana pumping. We have ETH pumping. Can Doge get to 10? Can Doge get to 15 cents? Can Doge get to 15 cents? Can Doge get to 10 cents? I think it can. How far away are we from getting back into possible 15-cent range? We could be there. We could see it. We could definitely see it. I would love to see Doge in these price ranges right here. It'd be nice and nice and nice and nice and juicy. Super, super juicy. We see Doge at 15 cents. We could be seeing some serious profits. I love doing this. Okay, so we got Doge at 15 cents. Not too bad. Not too bad. We get Doge, though, back at its all-time highs. Then we're looking at some tasty, juicy stuff. But I think we're going to be buying. I mean, if we see Doge pumping into those ranges, we're going to be buying more. I think it's just nice if, like, you can't be in crypto and not have some Dogecoin. It's kind of like you gotta have a little bit of BTC. All right, guys. I think I'm gonna cut this one. I think it's time to go to bed. It's time to go to bed. I think I've swapped, and I think I did well today. You know, I made money today. Didn't get too FOMO-y. Just calculate, you know, calmly put in a trade, took the profit. Didn't freak out. That's how you're supposed to do it. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for tuning into this live stream. I hope you got any kind of, you know, data info that helped you in your crypto journey. And please, if you can, tag my X account at DanoCrypto904 on your X account and ask for Twitter support, X support, to get my account back so I can post some memes again. Please. All right. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next live stream and see you in the next crypto videos. And I hope you have a good rest of the week. Peace.